Okay, I feel so, I don't know, right now, because I'm doing, oh my god, just so excited, and I'm not starting like I used to before. So, hey, welcome to another episode, and in fact, the final episode for the year of My Life Continues Everyday podcast. I am Amanda. Hello. I'll be back.
My life.
My life will continue every day.
My life continues every day.
Well, my life continues every day.
We move.
My life continues every day with Amanda Elu.
Okay, so right now I'm recording with my microphone and I can hear myself with my headphone. I'm sounding like some kid who is really excited, just discovering the amazing sweetness of cotton candy. That's how I feel actually. So right now I'm in my bedroom with my voiceover kids and I'm too excited to keep it down, keep it low. I'm grateful for a lot of things, and that's what today's episode is definitely on, or in fact that's what today's episode is about. Gratitude all the way. I'm grateful for the gift of My Life Continues Everyday podcast. You will remember how it all started and how I moved from Anambra State to Lagos and started this podcast and moved down to Umuahia. Well, I can tell you people that a lot has happened. I've met good people this year. Some not so good people too, but that's not a problem. You know why? Because I'm also not a good person to some people, and that's what the world is. We move on and then we understand that every person in our life has come to teach us a lesson, if only we listen to the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. I'm not a good person actually. I'm just saying what happened to me. So guys, first of all, did you hear my movie premiere, my short movie premiere on the 12th day of December 2021? Oh my god. Yes, I remember telling you people the last time that you're going to be hearing the boom 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 trailer. Trust me, it wasn't even my film I had in mind. I was going to do another trailer, one cool trailer, which I will, by God's grace, for the record, continue next year. But for now, but after that episode, the last episode of My Life Continues Everyday podcast, I was going to tell the story here, so I'm going to tell it now. Remember in August, there was an episode I recorded where I told you all of the experience I had, how our car broke down somewhere in Imo State and someone offered us a ride, and I told you people that I actually went to Onitsha and Asaba for something. I didn't tell you people what it was because I wasn't really sure. So I've been trying to do this short film since last year, November actually. So we shot once in December. I did it with somebody else, a different videographer, and it didn't really come out well. Not anybody's fault, that's the truth. Not just anybody's fault. And the second time was in January this year. I did all these things with my money. I was the executive producer of this film. I'm going to be very quick so that I don't spend time talking for a long time, because we also have a story to share today. Somebody share their story and you're going to understand the importance of staying calm, being grateful, and all of it. So I don't want to talk for a very long time. Now, in January we did a reshoot. And in February, I posted Behind the Sin. That's the name of the film. Behind the SIN, the film. I actually put out the flyer, right? Because I thought everything was done. And my friends congratulated me. It was everywhere on social media. And everybody was like, oh my God, Amanda, short film. You're the executive producer. You're the actor. You're the director. You're this, you're that, And I had my beautiful friend, Michael Nnakwe, come to the rescue. Oh my God, God bless his sweet, sweet soul and body. Michael Nnakwe is my friend and he's like family. We've been together since we've been in the university. By together, I mean as friends, and even we've graduated from that and we're so close, we're family. He knows my family actually, So he offered to do this film for me. I actually went to him and then he accepted. He had never acted before. I'm sure he hasn't, on a screen at least, right? But then he pulled through, and so he acted so well, and he did this with me through it all. I told you we did the first in November, or was it December? And then there was the next one in January. And then in February, we thought everything was okay. And by the time I had posted the flyer everywhere on social media, ladies and gentlemen, when the project came out, it wasn't really it was just not exactly what I wanted. That's it. So I had to do a reshoot, but I had no money. I had used my salary. In those 2 months, it was my salary, all of it, And I remember telling my dad something. My dad would be like, your contribution for the month, and I'm like, I'm so sorry, Dad. I used it for a project, and because he loved me. My parents loved me. They just kept quiet. But then when I did it again in January, my dad said, "Are you being tricky or something?" I remember him asking me that question in Igbo. I won't forget that. It hurt me, but then I told him, don't worry. When everything comes out, you're going to be glad your daughter did what she did. Well, what happened in February happened, and I was so ashamed. I was embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I was ashamed. So I met somebody, and I talked to him. His name is Augustus. All right. Now I talked to Augustus. So much here and there, talking. He wanted me to do some things. He wanted me to change some things. Because he wanted the best. Yeah. But then the point is, at the end of the day, he gave out the funds. So many things happened. I can't say all of them on this podcast, guys. And so he got a filmmaker, a cinematographer. He connected me to the cinematographer, Arain Films. God bless his soul too. He's another person who made this thing so amazing for me. And it was, oh my God. The first thing he told me when he saw my script is, your script is a very powerful script and amazing. What he said is, our job is to make the best out of the story and to put it out. So trust me, just give me time. That's what he said. But then the whole give me time took to, oh my God, Arain, I suffered in Arain's hands, but it's all good. It's all for the best, because he had so many other jobs to do, right? Now, Augustus and him, they settled the financial part. That's what I can tell you right now, because I didn't give out anything from my pocket. Anything I did from my pocket is basically not on this film per se. I did contribute, but not to the filmmaker. It could be on the ground jobs and every other thing, but not to the filmmaker. So I was so happy. My executive producer took care of it. And well, we had so many lapses. At some point, we're having so many hitches here and there. And then a film that was shot, there were 2 scenes, yeah? Or let's say 3 scenes. When you see the film, you see it's a short film. Now, already one was done in Oka, and this was done in April. Guys, the next scenes, that's the remaining 2, the hospital scenes, were done in August. Did you see the time? Did you see the space? Do you understand? It was really something. I had to go to Lagos and even come back before we shot the second one, the second scene. Now, hey, it's not like it's some huge film. It's a short film. Guys, people do short films in a month and it goes well and they still win awards. But I'm just trying to tell you that some things don't just go easily, right? And when they don't go, don't think you're a loser. I did think I was a loser. The whole near success syndrome in my head. At a point, I was just frustrated. I had a very good friend I would always talk. Oh, meanwhile, my very good friend is leaving for the US the day after this day. Okay, on this day, when I'm recording this, actually, the next day, that's just tomorrow, this friend who has been with me is actually going to be in the US, leaving for the US to study. And I want to just use this opportunity to say God bless him and be with him. He's been supportive all the way. Let's not talk about the annoying part, Sha. Everybody in the annoying part. But that's it. He's a very, very close friend. So he was always there, and I was always venting and telling him, what kind of problem is this? Why is this person delaying? What? And through it all, my co-actor, Michael, was always there. He was always also there, because I'll talk to him on WhatsApp. I'll send him voice notes. Plenty voice notes. Oh, don't mind my voice, guys. I know I sound somehow right now. I've got cough. I've been so sick. But I got better. I don't even know how I did Christmas, but thanks to my dad and my very good friend, I celebrated it well, and other people praying for me and looking out for me. So don't worry, don't mind the voice. So back to my story. I was telling him, why is this so difficult? What is happening? You know, something in my head would tell me this is God's will. One day I yelled at that thing in my head. I told it, no, this is not God's will. I'm sorry. This is not. This is me being lazy, or this is people being wicked. I can't believe myself. I was yelling that day. I yelled so much. I said, no, God wants my good. God understands why I want this movie put out now. And all of that. Well. Whatever happened. And eventually the film was released in November 2021. That's like close to a year. And it premiered in Annabelle Cinema Orca on the 12th day of December 2021. And to tell the story of the premiering is a different story altogether. I feel like telling the whole story might just take a lot. I can't begin to. Maybe somehow in subsequent episodes I'll find a way to cut it. It's so large. This story is so huge, it's too much, that I feel like for the rest of my life I'd be telling different episodes of this story, because it is plenty. I'm just trying to summarize and let you know what happened, and to tell you that in all, it was not so easy for me. It was really difficult for me, and a lot of other things happening to me personally, family, work, my life. No, not work. Work was not so, but work, okay? I mean, as a human being should have challenges, right? So I'm not making it look like there was something extremely, whatever it is. God has been faithful, and December has been so good to me and people around me. I had my friends get married December. I had my good friends gain admission, live in the country. I had so many people, so many beautiful testimonies. Ones I'm not even allowed to share here. The ones that happened in my own life. The ones that will still happen because of what happened this December. And I want to just say thank you to everybody who made it possible, and to you who always listens to My Life Continues every day. Meanwhile, I got an award. Look at that. Yes, on Culture Magazine. It's a community of persons who love history, the African history, trying to depict the African history and the African story, many things about creativity. So on the people, on the list of the 2021 creatives who should be appreciated in 2021, I actually made it to the radio personalities of the year, and I was first on the list. Okay, maybe it doesn't count, but it's okay. I had it there, Charlie Mandy from Flow 94.9 FM, Umuahia, and I was so happy, and I'm celebrating it no matter how big, no matter how small, no matter how average it is, because it is a win. And there's been so many wins, so many wins, and I've been grateful. You all remember how I started? This year, I started from City Radio in Onitsha. I had a new program called Moments with Amanda. It was a relationship program. It was interesting. It was huge. It was good, as it should be at the time. And I also moved to Lagos, and I started My Life Continues every day amidst all the turbulent moments, which I don't even know how to start saying here, because some of them are really, really heavy. I will share someday. I will. But let's take it one day at a time so I don't overwhelm you guys, right? But it's my story, right? And from there, I came to Flow 94.9 FM, and then my short film, amongst other little wins, and the award, and my loved ones who are making it. I'm so grateful. I'm super grateful. And I want to just say that My Life Continues Every Day podcast doesn't just share bad news. The next story coming up right now by a very ardent listener and follower of My Life Continues Every Day podcast is on a testimony too. So you know what? We are ending this year on a very good note. And I hope this is the same for all of you. All right? I hope somehow something beautiful finds you. If it doesn't find you this year, it will find you next year. And it would happen soon. And it will continue, and it will be permanent. Let's listen to the story.
Hello Amanda, thank you so much for this amazing platform. So today I'll be sharing my story. About a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago, I applied for my transcript. There was something I wanted to apply for, an international institution, and they needed my transcript. So I have a student copy of my transcript, but they insisted that they wanted the transcript from my school. Like, they want my school to send the transcript directly to them, so they want to see the school email and all of that. So, and I was not around the environment of my school. I schooled in Oka, so I was not there, and I had to get someone to help me make the application and all of that. Then when I made the application for the transcript, they said that after some days, it was like back and forth. Have they sent it? They will send it. Have they not sent it? And all of that. So after 2-3 weeks, 2-3 weeks, they sent the transcript to the institution, and the institution said that they received the transcript, but it was sent through a third party, so it was not sent through my school email address, so they were not going to accept the transcript. And I got that email like days after they told me that they've sent the transcript. I was happy that okay, they've sent it. That was the end of the whole back and forth voila. So when I got the email, I was sad, I was angry. I emphasized when I was applying for this transcript that please, they should send you through the school email. This is the criteria they said they wanted, and the deadline was already approaching. I was crying because that's what I do when I'm sad, happy, and all of that. So I was trying to look for a way to sort it out. So in the midst of all this trauma, I did not say a word. Like, I was, all the roller coaster emotions was going on in my heart. So all I did was that I just reached out to my friend that was helping me. My friends, actually, there are 2 people helping me. That look at what the institution say. Please, what can we do? The deadline has already I think the deadline had already passed. Yeah, I think the deadline had passed. But they gave me some time to be able to sort it out so that they can know what's the next step. They gave me a grace of I think 1 week or so. So I reached out to my friends. I told them this is what they said. Please, is there a way they can sort it out? They said I should not worry, that I should calm down, they'll sort it out. So although I did not disturb them, but in my heart I was worried. I was really, really worried because I didn't know what to do. They've already given me this grace of 1 week. If the 1 week elapses, there was nothing I could do again. And I'd already spent money applying for the transcript, and there's another document that I wanted to apply for, and I've spent so much money on this particular procedure. So after a week, I reached out to the institution. Okay, after a week, my friends reached out to me and told me that they've sent it already, they've confirmed it. So I was like, I should reach out to the institution to ask them if they've seen it. So I reached out to them. They said they've seen it, but it has not been verified. I'm like, which kind verify again? So apparently I didn't know before, but now I know. When a transcript is sent to an institution, most of the time they ask for verification from your school, because they want to know if the transcript is actually real or not. They want to just be sure. So I reached out to my friends, and they were able to help me sort out the verification, and they verified my transcript, and the institution confirmed that they've received it and they've accepted it. Everything happened before that 1 week grace that they gave me, and I was really happy. I was over the moon, because I had put all my heart, my mind, my money, my resources, everything they need, and this was just one particular document that they needed that would have just detrimented my chances of getting what I wanted. So I'm not trying to school anybody, but I think a lesson the listeners should learn from this is that whenever you're going through anything, no matter how annoying and tough it may be, because I know when the whole thing was going on, I was so I didn't know what to do, but I was really not myself. But I'm really happy that I was able to keep my emotions in check, because assuming I just got angry, I'm like, why did you put nonsense? Start causing drama and all of that. Who knows? Maybe the people helping me would have just get fed up of me, and they decide that okay, I'm not doing it again. And if they say they're not doing it again, there's nothing I can do now. I have to now start traveling back to Oka to sort it out. So I'm really glad that I have people there that really helped me. They took it like their own. They helped me sort everything out, and I was glad I put my emotions into check. I was able to be patient with them as they helped me and all. So while my fingers are crossed waiting for this stuff I applied for to be positive, my life continues every day, and I pray and I hope that it will come out positively, and I'll be able to come back here to share my story. So my life continues every day.
Oh my god, did you hear that? It's an amazing story there, actually. I want to say thank you to her for always sharing her story here. If you are a regular on My Life Continues Everyday podcast, you're definitely going to recognize this voice. It's been on 3 episodes now. So I want to just say thank you to her and to other people who have been telling stories in this platform. They don't just tire to do it. They tell me they send stories all the time. I want to say thank you to you, and also I want to apologize for not always being consistent. Work, adulthood, and a lot of things, but I'll try my best in 2022 to be as consistent as possible. Many thanks for joining me today, and thank you so much for listening to my story and my friend's story, and for all the stories that will come next year, 2022. I want to say we're all gonna be fine. And remember, for as long as your watch is not ended, your life, my life, continues every day, every blessed day. My Life Continues Every Day podcast can be shared to people, so do it for me. Let people know about this awesome podcast. Let them know that great things are happening so they can hear on Anchor or on Buzzsprout. These are the two platforms I place my podcast. So you can join me and make sure you at least tell 2 people about this podcast. Can you do that for me, please? And do not hesitate to reach out to me and tell me what you think should be changed or should be added. Just tell me. Let's know what's up. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Amanda Elo, and this is My Life Continues Everyday podcast. Merry Christmas, actually, to you, and a prosperous new year, a prosperous 2022 to you. I love you so much. Thank you for always being with me. Till we meet again, may God bless you and may His angels protect you.
I'm living a good life, no stress and no strife. Every day I keep moving up, Monday to Sunday, steady balling. If I'm one